剣の丘で鉄を落とす。我が生涯に意味はいらず。この体は無限の剣でできていた。
Hey, what's up, everybody? Good morning, chat. Hope you all doing well. Welcome back to a new stream. See what the market's saying here today. I've been trying to catch some runners during pre-sessions, getting stopped out of break-even constantly. So yeah, let's see what the session holds. I'm gonna get a runner, chat. I'm gonna catch a runner. That's my number one goal this week, is to catch I think like 8%. That's what I'm going to be looking to catch. Yeah, so wait, let's put the I gotta put this on here. Get this on here. Nice. We should be Gucci. We should be Gucci. Waiting on some kind of like a little something a little obvious here in the PA. We had public holiday on Friday, so we don't really got the Friday candle here. We don't have the Friday candle. We're expecting gold to melt this week because of Trump, right? Because Trump said he's gonna be going at Iran again soon. He gave them a 48-hour deadline, which I think should be ending sometime during the New York session. So we should be expecting some tensions to increase there in the Middle East, and gold should come down. Simple as that. Gold should come down. Oil should continue moving up. Let's actually have a look at oil. Oil right now, let's see, it's a new week. So we're getting new weekly candlesticks. So maybe creating like some kind of a bottom wick over here. But oil should be on its way to the ATH this week by 128. Yeah, it looks like we're just getting some retracements. Market's actually kind of slow so far today. Not really seeing much activity over here. It must be just setting up for the fireworks that's due to come later. Later today or as the week unfolds. Yeah, not getting much trending price action here. Let's see. Asia dump, pull back up. And I'm watching this little quadrant of PA over here. See how it's playing out. I'm seeing a few breakouts to the upside. Potential setting up here right now. But definitely nothing too appetizing. As far as Mondays go, I actually expected a bit more. A bit more here today. But we'll see. There's this really nice range that I was looking to correct this morning. It actually did get corrected, but it moved in a way which is kind of hard to like catch it. But this was the area. It's kind of looking like take some sells over here and then fill the range. Not the full range, but that was definitely the range target. Down by 46.67. And looks like we did actually end up filling it. And now we're just kind of hovering. We're just kind of consolidating a little bit. Got some resistance points over here. Oh, let's see. Let's get this out. Boom. Yeah, we got kind of like important point of control area right over there being currently held right now. No real direction, but maybe price comes above a little bit higher up. We could move through this level. It's like a volume gap, right? Up towards that resistance by 47.04. And now it seems like it's just accumulating. We're in a bit of accumulation phase here as it's getting ready, as that volume is getting ready to gear up. So we can have a push. Maybe market's still warming up. Futures and gold spot, they're a little bit, daily bias is a little bit mixed because gold is actually down 0.27 and futures is up 0.11%. So we got a little inconsistencies over here. So we need something really interesting. Regarding order flow, overall CVD is bullish. Right now we can see aggressive selling is coming in at the moment, but more or less neutral. We seem to be getting some decent volume though, according to the order flow over here, well, relative to the day, right? So if we see something around like 50 million, I think that would be interesting. We're currently hovering around previous week's point of control, previous day's value area high, previous day point of control. So you can see like market overall is in quite important areas over here as it's gearing up for the week. So we wait and see. It's let's see, it's pulling down a bit, probably coming down to retest these lows. Not seeing anything too appetizing here as well in terms of the bid and ask. It seems to be relatively neutral, relatively random, just like how you can see with the price action here as well. We also got the pound holiday today, bank holiday still. We got ISM services later on. That's going to be 2 hours into the New York session. And what are we expecting? Bad numbers. Bad numbers for the dollar, meaning bullish gold. Yeah, chat. So we're going to probably expecting like a bullish gold for New York for ISM services. But it's going to be an interesting week, you know, because we also had the Feds coming in as well. I believe on Wednesday. Let's see. Where is my... Here we go. We got some... Oh, this minutes. Yeah, we got the meeting minutes on Wednesday. Meeting minutes on Wednesday. I believe it's like some light can be shed on all of this situation here with Trump and what's going on in the Middle East, and you know how these numbers have been coming out. Maybe we're gonna have some word on that, but it's just meeting minutes. Tuesday got nothing. Thursday core PC inflation data. Yeah, on Friday we got a few red folders this week. I don't know how the NFP actually came out. Non-farm payrolls came out positive. It got revised from negative 92 to 133k. Then it came out positive to 178. Nice. Okay. So we got some dollar strength there. See how the dollar is doing on the DXY here in a bit. See if it's actually making its way on upwards. But yeah, Thursday core PCA or core CPI on Friday too. So we got a bunch of red folders this week. Hopefully that's gonna bring us some really nice volume. But let's go investigate how the DXY here is looking. Oh, we just flared like around 100. So we hit 100. Okay, so we're trying to break it through 100. We're still trying to crack 100, it seems. A psychological mark. Little reversal play that's bound to happen over here. Yeah, TFX concept reversal play. Boom, boom, boom. Nice clean range. And we're looking to trade DXY, dollar index. Then, you know, it's gonna have like pretty good price action here soon. Might get it this week too. Starts to properly break above 100. 101. You might be seeing some really nice further upside here. Right? On the DXY. Price gonna be moving up. Gold spot should be moving down at that point. But this is already looking quite interesting. Alright, give me a second here, guys. Be right back. Right, all right. Hey, good morning, good morning. All right, are we moving? Where are we moving to? All right, awesome. Price is moving down bearish. We are seeing some more bearish volume increasing here. I'm just gonna monitor price for a bit, see how we come to like 46.74 area over here. It's just we got a really long wick that we probably have to try and get through. It's going to be like a wick fill situation down towards these levels. Nice little low volume node down over there. So we shouldn't be seeing too much friction once we get through that sort of like 46.73.8 level. Only thing, it's going to need like a lot of, it's going to be a really big candle to get through the zone the way I'd want it to. Which is already going to be quite a significant push. By the time we're getting to that break, you know, we're looking at 70 plus pips. It seems like we're starting to pick some kind of a direction. We haven't really traded in these areas too much. Only got one point of control right over here by 46.84. Yeah, price might be coming down to retest point of control area there. This is previous day's point of control by 46.62. See where this is on the chart. 46.62. So coming down somewhere around here. But of course, we got the wick fill first here on the left hand side before we start meeting our way down towards like 46.62. Oh, yeah, Ricardo's using deep charts. Ah, nice. Is that like a template? That color grading. Cool, cool, cool. How's it so far, man? When'd you get it? Nice, beautiful setup here. Structurally speaking, in terms of entry, it's gonna be a bit stretched. Hey, what's up, Prince? Gold prices inch higher as traders await Iran details. Yeah. I was hoping to get some kind of pricing in before that. Pricing and volume. Both PCE and CPI are set to drop this week. More importantly, perhaps, is what happens in Iran. Gold holds steady in a week full of landmines. Let's see. Traders balance two competing forces. A potential 45-day ceasefire framework that could remove the war premium from safe haven assets, and a Tuesday deadline from Trump threatening new strikes. So yeah, a confirmed ceasefire would likely send gold lower as geopolitical fear premium exists. A Tuesday strike on Iran infrastructure could do the opposite. This is why we're seeing this little bit of indecision here, Monday open. Monday is also the first session where markets can react to Friday's blowout. 178,000 March jobs number, which landed on a closed market. A strong workforce reduced rate cut urgency, which raised opportunity costs of holding gold. The jobs reaction will be part of Monday's price discovery. Let's see, the net effect depends on which force dominates, and 5 weeks of this conflict have shown that the rate channels tend to win over the inflation head channel in the short term. FOMC minutes and PCE round out the week. So looks like we're just gonna be waiting here. Gonna be waiting here for a bit. Man, I like this setup, but you see why I mean? Like, the candle will have to drop about like 70 pips before we can start talking entry. As it's coming down to potential point of control by 46.62. Let's see. I got it on Friday. It's really good, and I got my hands also on the video of Fabio explain it. He reminds of you how he explains it, because all is simple, but I do need to put hours to apply it. But when it comes to explain, it's like oh, nice. That's good. Yeah, we're gonna need like to just keep watching the charts, seeing how that reaction is. And then seeing like, like for example here today, this is not something that even stands out. We're just gonna read the bid and the ask. And I guess the more you show up, the more you start to realize like how the good balances look like, if you're gonna be using bid and ask, that is. How the really good days are and how the other days, and it's mostly to do with patterns, right? It's just like a pattern of how sometimes how the red and green are arranged in context with also the price action. And also, I guess, if you're gonna couple in the fundamentals too, as we can see over here, same on the fundamental work too. Same accumulation, waiting. I like to see that seller aggression coming in though. See how this looks in the hourly. Oh, we got like small little kiss of death happening over here with that SMA. This should be the 8. Yeah, we got like an 8 reaction over there. Kind of consolidating between our SMAs too. A very understandable PA why it's doing this. I feel like volume is lurking within the candles. You can also see it here. Crazy. I got stopped out of this break even. Right over here. I was watching as price was moving down and I was like, damn, could this be the trade? And then it came and started reversing at a 56 pips. But I think I needed about 70 pips. So my 70 pip would not have hit. And price came up, which is kind of like a Judas swing because it came up. It swiped this area out. That's why I took my sell. It still swiped the area out, right? It still went up above from that entry point, 36 pips. And then it dumped. And then it dumped like crazy after that. It just completely melted. What I was trying to catch, it did it in 1, 2, 3, 4 minutes. In 4 minutes here, it took like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then quickly reversed up. So I think this was just like a Judas swing. It's kind of like a Judas swing over here. And then it just completely melted. I was even thinking, like, if I go back in, let's say I just go back in here at the break of these lows, it'd still be a pretty decent entry, or like the break of this area or anywhere when I saw that price took out the liquidity and it was rushing down. It would have gotten like really, really fast over there. Kind of slowing down, or kind of trickling towards the downside as we're looking to fill 46.69 wick area. Nice selling pressure on the candle. Yeah, it's gonna be a great week. Can feel it. It's gonna be a really good week. We're flirting with previous day value area high right now. So that's going to form as a point of resistance. $9.3K. Nice. Coming down to fill this wick as we're heading to POC, previous day POC. Yeah, this owlie is moving. It's moving. It's moving. See, there's volume lurking here. If you can read in between the lines, right? Some people are going to look at the cover of the book and say, oh, you know, bank holiday today, XYZ. But if you can read between the lines, you're going to see that there's actually some pretty nice opportunities here. It's just the market needs to calibrate properly, you know? Just to avoid kind of getting strung out. Mediators make final effort for 45-day ceasefire. Russian authorities are unable to detect VPNs on iPhones. The Ministry of Digital Development has sent recommendations. Airstrikes on Iran killed more than 25 as Trump's deadline to open Strait of Hormuz looms. Hormuz. Trump, we sent a lot of guns to the Iranian protesters. We sent guns through the crudes. I'm gonna see if I can open this. Trump's wild. You see that video of when he took out the bridge? Watching that live. Let's see, something went wrong. Let's reload this. All right, Goldie. Can we get a sell? I'm kind of looking more for a sell right now. Some kind of like a sell bias. Sell entry confirmation. So I got really excited during the pre-session here because we saw price had pulled up, but the pull up was kind of like it's not in line with what we're expecting. So when price was already up like 0.40 plus, I think that was just, for me, it was like a daily pullback, a top wick to continue dumping down. Gotta keep hitting it. Just gotta keep hitting it to get that runner. I think that was like a crazy swing up and then swing down. I just gotta keep hitting it. I still think I could probably get it today. Let's see. Delta is looking quite good. Lots of sellers in there. I think definitely by the New York session time, we should be getting some real fireworks come in, yeah? But I wanted to see that pricing in. It could not happen. It could not work out because we're going to get like risk off the markets probably until then. If we haven't seen anything significant now. He posted on Truth Social. Get this back on. Got about 30 more minutes for this hourly. Reading these naked charts is really important. Being able to read naked charts. You don't want to have too many zones marked off, right? Because that's gonna kind of like force you into a position or into a bias. And see, like price recently had a distribution here, so it's kind of needing to set up something again before we get the next distribution, right? So this was a point A. I was watching this setup, but it didn't fully form like the way I thought it would. It just actually melted through that level. It melted, getting a little bit of V-shaped formations right now. You even got like a poly markets here. US forces enter Iran by April 30th. Yes? Oh wow, this thing's at a what, 100% yes? Yo. US forces enter Iran by question mark 100%. April 30th. December 31st. I heard they were getting some troops on the ground there. It's like a 1-to-1 there on December. Yeah, both of this are like 1-to-1 risk rewards. Pretty good probability though. US-Iran ceasefire by, let's see, Iran-Israel conflict ends by... Ooh, end of the conflict? Man, that's a gamble. Apparently Israel is really destroyed. Like Tel Aviv has been really destroyed, but they're not speaking much about it on social media. Trump out as president by June 30th. Wow, man. If that actually happened, you could win like pretty nice risk reward there. That's very low probability. Well, guess Trump broke his promise of there being no forever wars. Now looks like what's happening in Iran is going to be a forever war. It's performing quite well for the dollar so far, so I think, you know, they're probably going to keep doing that. Because you can see the dollar here is recovering. And I believe once Trump pulls the trigger and strikes, then we're going to see dollar even increase stronger in strength. Kind of feel this range towards like 108. So that's what we're waiting for. It's a lot of accumulation here. This is like the auction, right? So people are just getting ready for the big one. We've seen nothing yet. According to this, the way this price action looks like, and you know, everything that's been going on, like we haven't seen nothing yet. So there must be something really big on the horizon. We're starting to see like some kind of accumulation like this. We'll see if that's gonna be following through this week. We'll see what actually happens this week that makes price move up. If we get anything major. Yeah, freaking slow V-shaped formation here. Couldn't make it to the break. It's kind of like the break I was monitoring down here. This is by 46.69. We couldn't make it to the break. This is a pretty long stretch. So it stretched, but then it couldn't do it. So I was not too keen on it, but that was the only potential move. COMEX gold futures are poised to resume downward movement. The RHB Retail Research's Joseph Chai says in research report, the futures closed the latest session with a long bearish candlestick pattern on the daily chart. This PA reaffirms that the 20-day simple moving average is serving as overhead resistance. If the commodity breaks below support by 4,600 an ounce, it could extend the downward correction down towards 4,400. We're currently trading at yeah, we're still above 46 though. We are definitely, holy man, that's pretty higher time frame analysis. Yeah, we're gonna need to drop a lot towards that to get to that mark. Next psychological target is probably like 4,700. That's if it does move bullish. Classic V-shape reversal, bro. Like no structure. On the 5-minute, you're gonna see a lot better. Look, about like 84 pips up towards that resistance by 46.92. Let's keep heading up towards like 4,700. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm still currently down, let's say, basically close to break even here. These are my 2 sell attempts, but kept getting stopped out. So I'm gonna see what happens. Maybe I can crack that 8% today. It played out beautifully. Would have been a very nice start into the week. Just normally. That's why I don't really hold too often, because I rather just like chip away at the market, you know. We're in a pretty good start. A little 2% here, 2% there. Boss, how's the gym art going? It's going pretty good, my friend. I'm just looking at what is it? I'm losing weight right now. I'm trying to cut. So I'm in a caloric deficit and then rebuild back again. Because I was getting really big, but I really wasn't liking the pot belly, you know. So I decided let's get rid of that and then rebuild. Yeah, this is coming up now. It's coming up towards resistance here. Yeah, but it's going good, man. Like, I think I saw last time on the weight scale about 76. So I dropped from 82. We're looking at 76. Holy. This is what I like to see, Goldie. That was a 1 minute candle, about like 50 pips. Man, all I need is 70 pips. That's all I need. To make like, I think like 8%. It's only 70 pips, man. This 1 minute candle just did 50. We're just bouncing between previous day value area high and previous weak point of control. It's going to be hard trade in London. Much stuff to do this morning. If you're busy, then, you know, just, yeah, just make sure whatever trades that you take are going to be having enough time, you know. But even better to not trade. But I know for me personally, like depending on how busy I am, I'll still like try and sneak one in, because I just need a time window of, let's say, 5 minutes from the point of execution without much distraction. It's at like 5-10 minutes. Just need to see the setup. The setup's either going to be there or it's not going to be there, right? But you don't want to be a slave to the market, like just staring and waiting and staring and getting all anxious and stuff that you're going to miss a potential move. Then you're going to mess up. But if you're calm and you just, you know, you got stuff to do, but, you know, you're going to let the market come to you, you're not going to care too much about it, then, you know, you'll be surprised. You're going to see the setup come to you and you take it. Alright, I want to see how we're reacting now off this level here. We're no longer trending at all. I don't think we're going to get a trending move in London. Yeah, perfectly said, man. You choose to accept or decline the offer made to you by the market. Yep. And right now, no offers are being made. It's quite interesting. It's making these moves in a very greedy way. Like, for example, this morning, price broke and then it had to wipe. It just had to pull up. Like, it just had to pull up, right? Look at it. It just had to pull up. Like, literally, the hourly candle was about to close from 10 minutes from this point. But it just had to pull up, right? Like, it was about to close, but it had to shoot up 83 pips. And then just completely melt. This is where then the hourly candlestick closed. Imagine this. In 10 minutes, it just had to shoot up 80 pips and then quickly come down here from the highs of 80 pips, about 250 pips. It just had to do that, chat. Like it couldn't move just straight down. It had to go up for XY reasons. And just same way I'm like seeing here, it's being a little bit greedy with the moves. You see, it just had to go up with no structure as well. Like not even a single resistance, not even like a single point of entry. It just moved up. Because it knows in the long run, these types of moves, you don't really get away with those types of moves, right? Because there's no confirmation. At that point, you might as well just be buying as you see candles go up and selling as you see candles come down. It's alright. We're gonna remain patient over here, sit on our hands, let the markets come to us. Maintain that control. This is like today Monday open seems gonna be like difficult for people to kind of maintain that control. Because you're gonna want to trade so bad, right? Because it's been like a long weekend and you really want to get involved. But the market is gonna require that discipline from you to not do anything now. But I think it might even move up because I'm seeing a beautiful accumulation here. We have a potential break above the highs by 46.94-ish area. The order flow is not yet giving me much confidence as we are trading below previous week's point of control area. Maybe once we get above that high. That's also the psychological point though. All right, so we got like room up until 4,700, which actually lines up quite nice. Previous week's point of control. They gotta like start breaking above. It's about what, 63 pips. There it goes. Got some orders coming in nicely over here. You can see the influx of orders coming in too. About to crack previous week's point of control area there. Nice little magnet, 4,700. Order is slowing down again here. Oh, that coming back in. Coming back in. Oh, looking pretty good. Pretty good. This thing could really push through this level over here. We're seeing a lot of like activity. We just cracked 4,700. Well, it was like setting up over here. Once that break above these highs, 46.94. It's like daily's kind of trending now. So that would have been like, let's say roughly around this point. USD now is weakness. I like to see gold at least starting to wake up here a bit. Oh, what a freaking spike. There we go. Goldie's waking up nicely. Yeah, CVD is going up on GC. Yes, sir. We're about to hit 4 million. Oh, wow, man. Look at the amount of orders. The sheer amount of orders there. Oh, beautiful. Still looking pretty healthy. A lot of buy aggression there in there too. Volume is about to hit average. Smash through 4,700. Wow. Now we're heading towards previous weekly high. Would be where is this? Roughly around 47.36. Say somewhere around here. But I get a fresh new hourly open too. I'm gonna wait for that hourly open. It needs to start because this hourly is already moved, right? That was that break right there. By yeah, by this zone. 46.96. It's in also a much larger accumulation. If you jump into the 30 a bit, kind of like take a step back, you're going to be able to see this. Gearing up for price to fill this range. If we do move up today, that's going to be cracking previous week value area high. And then also we got this very nice range on the 30 minute. We might see ourselves there for the New York session, pre-NY or NY open. And if we do see ourselves here, that would be a pretty strong bullish day. We're already up 0.63%. Yeah, and then we're just gonna see how much further we can go. Maybe yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. But that's gonna be the range. That price gonna fill above previous week value area high. But where am I gonna draw this profile? I think we're gonna take it from. I'm gonna take it from here. It's a low volume node over here, so it actually should move up without too much friction, although there's resistance points there. I don't like the way that lines up, so I would rather look at the price action, right? But according to this, we do have like a little less friction. The price can move up. See if like orders can keep pushing in. They're kind of like slowing down slightly as well. The order front. See if we can move this up a bit. Got about like 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes for the new hourly open. I will be looking for buys now that I'm seeing buying pressure coming in. Are you using the futures chart today instead of CFD that I usually use? We switched over the futures. So we've been trading this for like the past week now. I think it's been, yeah. Surprisingly, spreads are similar to CFDs on spot gold for me, since I am using a broker that offers CFDs as well. Most brokers that offer CFDs and are gonna offer you like access to the futures, it's like a synthetic approach to getting into futures trading. They're gonna have like really big spreads. I just love meta quotes, you know. So far, so good. How do I draw those yellow lines? If you come onto this section on the left hand side, you're gonna have a horizontal line. That's how you draw it. Yeah, that's a big range to fill. But you see, notice how such less friction there is once we start moving up there. That would have been a decent buy here. All right, nice. We just got the new hourly open. Potential liquidity grab to keep moving up. See real genuine buyers coming into the market. Gonna need this thing to set up a little bit more. Gonna be looking at a potential entry area somewhere around this zone. As we try and head up towards like previous week value area high, which I think that could be a good target for the London session. It's holidays. I'm a little surprised for these movements. I mean, the market definitely is gonna move also on holidays if there's reason to. Because people are going to be looking to see how these escalations are progressing, pricing in of what we're expecting for the week up ahead as well. That's why it's important just to show up, bank holiday or not, right? Or holiday or not. Right now we're seeing a good amount of bid and ask though. Like we got some imbalances here, like a point of control with the bearish node. Still waiting on some kind of like setup within this area. Because the hourly's already created us the bottom wick. They consider a buy potential. Just with this volume. I like the way the 5 minute has also done this little liquidity spike below 47.05. Starting to pull up again. But you see now this is the issue. If it breaks and then just keeps breaking without any setup, then you know what can you do? I need to see some sort of like a pullback first. Well, you know, we're creating some sort of a divergence over there. We're actually creating a potential divergence. Bearish divergence. Would like to see if this candlestick... Okay, no, it looks like it just wants to push. This is the candle. I wanted to see this candlestick come down. Create like some sort of resistance, but looks like it's just pushing. Market's being a little bit stingy with moves today so far. Come on, Goldie. That's a fresh hourly candle. At least give one setup for it. Nice orders coming in though. Trying to crack through that divergence. If the hourly can keep pushing up, that is gonna crack through the divergence. But there could be buyer absorption happening at these levels, potentially. Gold holds decline despite ceasefire talks. Gold went below 4,700 an ounce on Monday following a sharp drop in the previous session as investors assessed reports of potential ceasefire in the Middle East. The US, Iran, and group regional mediators are reportedly discussing terms for a possible 45-day ceasefire that could pave the way for an end to the conflict. Meanwhile, Trump issued a fresh ultimatum to Iran, warning of strikes on its power plants and other civilian infrastructure in the Strait of Hormuz if not reopened. Tehran has rejected the latest demand and continues to target energy assets across the region. See, gold remains roughly down 12% since the conflict began, as surging energy prices have fueled inflation concerns. Reinforce expectations of further interest rate hikes. See, the metal has also struggled to act as a traditional safe haven, weighed down by forced liquidations as investors move to cover losses in other markets. That's a pretty nice looking absorption divergence play as well. But this hourly just opened too. It could even decide in the last 10 minutes to skyrocket back up. But if there was any sell confirmations, then that would be quite appetizing right there. Those couple confluences. I kind of want to see a follow through of these buy orders over here. See, we even got a bullish divergence by 2.5 million. I have my imbalances settings a little bit strict, so we don't see stacking of orders like we do here, unless like it's gonna really mean something. So it would be nice to see like a stack above here and then confirmation. That's where the distribution came from. So just for visual purposes, the only kind of like entry was here, and then that's just all distribution, which is insane. Again, this is like a 265 pip move. Like all I'm looking for with standard risk is 70 pips. That's literally all I need. 70 pips over here. Make like a nice 8% move. Candles are moving, bro. Like that's the thing. Like I've been noticing this. It's just hidden between the lines, right? If you can't read between the lines, as I said, and you just read the cover of the book, then you probably wouldn't even be on the charts today. You know, so you gotta be able to come up, show up, see what's going on, see what activity we have. Because hey, today might even be your day. You know, it might not be tomorrow. It might be today. You might look at the chart work tomorrow and then look at Monday and be like, oh damn, my trades played out. Why didn't I show up? You know, that used to happen to me a lot. Until I realized that you just always gotta come. You always just gotta show up and see what's happening. Because especially as a new trader, you're not privy of macros and what's really going on in the world, right? Because you're really fixated on the technicals, on the risk rewards, on the strategies. So that part of it, you're gonna find a lot of novice traders, they're not really good at the fundamental work, and that's how they're gonna miss out. I didn't pay attention to fundamentals until I think maybe 1.5 years into my journey or something, besides just from the Forex Factory red folders. I experimented with Twitter posts here and there, but I didn't really care too much about it because you can't really conceptualize. From what I remember, it's hard to conceptualize duration of moves and the impact that it's going to have on your instrument. So that's going to take some, it's going to take some time. Because you might see a post today, but you're going to not know like how significant that's going to look until you see it over and over and over again. Am I only a scalper or sometimes swing, for example, small positions with big movements you take? I'm a scalper on the footprint or depth of market, etc. But I like also COD for swings with small lots. It's hard to say, because if I see a move that's 8% in 2 minutes, I'm taking it. I'm not gonna say I'm a swing trader, I'm a scalper. I'm looking for percentage gains on my account at the end of the day. So like in 2025, an 80 pip move on gold would take a while, right? But nowadays it only takes 2 minutes. So where's the barrier between swing and scalp anymore? Like scalpers by definition are supposed to be securing maybe 5 pips, even 3 pip moves, That's how much we used to get on GJ. We could get like a 1-to-1 on a 3 pip stop loss, right? Not factoring and obviously spread. But like that's what it used to be. But nowadays we can get 80 pips in 2 minutes. I'm definitely not holding throughout the day. If I can make like a quick move, I'm gonna take it. Because a swing trader can hold a move for a whole week to make 2%, and we can hold a move for literally 2 minutes and make 8%. So it doesn't make sense to me. Swing trader, scalper. I just like to get these percentage gains. But I'm not holding for more than, I think, 5 minutes most of the time. There's just no need to. I think swing traders are also more trading a higher capital, taking a lot less risk, and just waiting for fundamentals to line up, like the macros. So maybe they're gonna take, like, this week maybe one trade. You know, we're gonna wait for like Trump. We're gonna wait for direction. Maybe even risk 5% on that move and then try and like hold it. 5%, even their 1% could be a lot. But if you don't have a fat enough account size, then what's the point? How I manage my emotions: bigger positions, bigger emotions for me, and opposite. I just do it when I need to. So like whenever I take like let's say a big loss, I just hold my trade. I just try to hold my trade, because the amount of times that I always scalp like this and then price just goes without me. When you have data on this amount of times this happens, then you know, like, at least you can catch these types of moves when you need to, right? That's how you deal with emotions, just by having these before after pictures and realizing that, hey man, like, dude, your trade, it can run. The market moves. It's supposed to move. You know, a lot of people are surprised sometimes that when they take a position and market goes without them, but that's what the market does. It moves. So, you know, just take from the market what you need. Me right now, I need like an 8% trade, so I'm gonna be looking for one of these big moves. But yeah, let's see. For now, I'm just gonna scalp. I was backtesting on SoftwareFX 2023 gold data this weekend. I saw it was like 4 pips. Yes, sir. And it's a good thing that there's so much volume right now. It's such a great thing, especially for scalpers and swing traders. But on social media, I'm seeing a lot of people complaining about Trump. Not exactly sure why. I don't know what it is that they're doing. Because market's about adapting. So I don't know why every time on social media I'm seeing people complain about Trump. You must adapt to Trump. If policies change, you have to adjust your trading as well. If you can't do that, then you're too much in a comfort zone. I want to see how this is going to look. I'm going to be maybe looking for potential buy entry somewhere around here. It looks like it does want to make a run for the previous week value area high. No more GJ? No more GJ. Let's actually look and see what GJ's been up to, but no more GJ. Yeah, last we saw GJ was moving up. Quarterly is moving up. Nice. Oh, nice. We're going to be expecting further upside on the pound as the year unfolds. Nice accumulation build right there on the daily. GJ is already up 0.40%. Oh, nice little breakout situation above 21,484. GJ is looking healthy again. Really nice. Want to see if I could get like a quick little pop within this area here. Yeah, it's pushing up that divergence. That's good to see, because it's trying to continue moving bullish. GJ looking clean until you measure a clean range, which is 2.5 pips. See how big this range is from here. Oh, a whopping 6.8 pips. Would you look at that, huh? 6.87 pips maybe. The same range on gold would be what, like 70 pips. Probably more. Yeah, something like 70 pips. It's accumulating right next to this resistance area here. I think it's trying to gather up some orders to try and break it. Oh, divergence is sneaking back in. As it pulls down. Oh, big sell order came in. 19K. Big sell order. I do like the looks of the buys. There's a little foreshadowing of a potential sell. But everything does seem to be bullish. Back in the days, we used to have 15 pip take profits like real men. This would like even 10 pips. Back in 2020, people would be securing like 10 pips. Usually we like hit like 10 pips, then price would start to pull back. Nowadays, it's like 16. Would hit like 16, maybe 20. But back then, you could also get a 10 pip stop loss below a 5-minute candle. Now you'll still hit that 16, but your stop will be still at the top or part of the 5-minute candle. It'll be like, it'll still be at the top right here. We got a lot more seller aggression in. Buyers need to step up. Don't know how I feel about the break above here. On the next candles, would be nice to see like even some kind of structure formed by 47.16. But I think if we rip up, I'm gonna give it execution over here by 46.90, 47.20ish. If we just rip up, because I'm seeing buyer aggressions slightly increasing. I would much prefer something like this for it to pull down again. But there's a chance it could rip up. Let's see, what time is it? Oh, we're about to get a new 5-minute open too. See, that's why it's accumulating right here. It's getting ready for a break above that resistance on the left-hand side. If that next candle shoots above, I'm gonna get in. I prefer it to close like a strong bearish, but I don't think it would. This is a new 5-minute creating its lows. It will like re-break those highs, should be able to move, continue moving up here on this 1 minute. All right, yeah, I got stuck in. Not giving me the follow through. Yeah, damn it. No follow through. Not the way I wanted to see it. Don't tell me you're gonna survive it. Would rather much like to see it pull down. The volume is still looking good. Volume is still looking good. Oh, are we still on? gonna change. Oh damn, I gotta sign in. Kind of still monitoring how how this area here is gonna look if it's pulling down like this. I want to see if this is gonna be a genuine grab here on the 5-minute. Because I see from order flow here, yeah, we're getting a slight reduction of what do you call it, like buyer aggression, but we're still overall bullish. Could have been a small little Judas move if it like reflips. Let's see, got 6 seconds. How is candle about to close? Like trying to close back inside the range. Well, we're in striking distance of previous week's value area high, right over here. About 138 pips away. For me, that still looks like a magnet, right? In your opinion, futures and spot price always move together? I noticed big difference. No, they move together. If you notice, like here's spot price on the right hand side, and that's it's pretty much the same price action. The only key difference is just the numbers, right? Like here it would be 47.22 and here would be 46.95 at the break of that high. So I'm gonna be monitoring order flow to see what's going on here. If the buyers are still in control, or if the sellers are gonna take over. It's gonna be a big move. It's definitely gonna gear up from this section. Whatever that next move is gonna be. I think sellers are getting absorbed here. It's potential seller trap. If price keeps moving up. Gold looking good. Looks like a seller trap if it moves up. Usually it should move like with a lot of volume to the upside if that's the case. About to get a new 5-minute open as well. So just kind of watching. Watching the volume profile, the next resistance is around 47.50 for spot if managed to break that area. Yeah, 47.50. We have the previous week value area high by 47.36 over there. Gonna get like a new 5-minute open here too. I got a feeling this thing's gonna try and skyrocket soon. We just got some sellers trapped there. Kind of monitoring spot gold because it's a bit laggy. But there you go. I appreciate your live. It gives me a lot of company and confidence to move on with my trading journey. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you, friends, for that very humbling comment. Yeah, we don't know why Goldie's struggling over here. It's low-key trying to move up, but yeah, just gotta be patient. Maybe gonna have a bounce off of this, what do you call it, this 50-minute, this 8 SMA. Just kind of monitoring now. Interesting resistance for gold here. Very key area. But this move down just does not seem genuine. These pullbacks. It's kind of like a risky counter trend move. It's a risky counter trend move because the daily is still bullish. You got your 8 SMA there. Order flow is looking more bullish. So I only still got about 20 minutes in it. It's trying to break the accumulation to the downside. Potential liquidity grabs. The way gold is behaving right now, it's definitely gearing up for something big. It's 4700 second number possible resistance. Possible support, because now we're trading above it. Oh, but if you're on spot gold, yeah, then that's still you're still below. But even though you have still like 44 pips until 4700, so there's still a little bit more wiggle room above. But we got a big 4-hour, what's this, bearish FEG above. I'm not too worried about the FEG. Because if market's moving up, then you want to move up with it just the same way as if it's moving down. So if you got sell confirmations, then, you know, pretty nice, but kind of would love to see a continuation from this area over here. Just like a small bus stop. I'm just kind of monitoring price. Hey, see you in NY? Yeah, I'll see you in NY, man. All I know is once we start tapping into that entry zone, then we should be getting some sort of reactions. Do you know why I get this error message in wealth chart? Symbol is not available for trading. Nope. I don't know about wealth charts. All right, watch how price is gonna break here. Spot gold is on the move. Watch how this 1 minute here is gonna break. Things just pulling down, eh? Yeah, makes no sense. Why we don't get no follow-throughs right here? It should be following through. Yeah, got a bit of shit be 8. It should be following through. There's no reason why it shouldn't. Anybody on this trade already? I'd say just manage, just be cautious. Be cautious in this area. Hey, what's up, Shalu? Is gold already making a walk to 5K now? It should be moving up towards like 47.36. If you're not yet in, I would definitely wait for like a re-break of the highs over here. If you're already in, you probably would want to manage within that area just to be on the safe side. About to get a new minute candle here open now. It might be the one that pops up. Damn, no volume. Not getting any follow-throughs here, chat. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna call it a session. I'm not seeing what I want to see. Homework? Nah, I'm not seeing what I want to see. I'm gonna revisit this during New York. And I will see you guys then. Adios, everybody. Take care.
No time for this slip, homie. Now we bout to dip.